Hey guys, it's David from theunlocker.com, and today we're going to be doing a quick review of a spare battery charger that wirelessemporium.com was kind enough to send us to test out. So what we really want to know is this a viable solution to your constant battery draining problems that we all suffer from? So let's find out. Okay, so first up, let's talk about how this thing works. It's essentially just a charger, rather large charger, that has this kind of spring-loaded section here and two prongs, one for plus and one for minus, just like you would have on anything you would put a battery in. You can also use this to adjust locking mechanisms. You can move this around to where you need it, etc. And because of that, it fits pretty much every battery. So we have here a battery from the Galaxy Nexus. Simply lock it in there, and then you would look to see where the plus and minus are and adjust it so that it fits in just like that. And it's that simple. Then of course you simply plug it into any wall outlet or power surge. That's it. Then you just sit there and you let it charge. Now lights do come on and it tells you that it's being charged, and a green light comes on to tell you when it is charged, which is nice. It says it takes about 3 to 4 hours for most batteries. It takes a little bit longer than that, but all I care about is that it takes less time or the same amount of time as my phone actually takes to charge. And the reason I care like that is because a neat little feature of it actually is the fact that it has this USB port on the side. So you can actually plug in your normal charger, which most of them have this USB type of thing going on now, and then plug that into your actual phone. And now it'll charge the spare battery and your phone at the same time. And this is why I don't care about how long it says this takes, so long as it takes less than this does. Because now the cool convenience about this is that I can plug this in and my phone when I go to bed like I normally would. When I wake up, I have both batteries ready to go, as opposed to if you had a spare battery and just your phone, you would have to charge the one battery within the phone, take it out, put the other battery back in once that one was fully charged, wait for that one to finish, and then so on and so forth, and that's just truly a real big pain. So this method eliminates that and makes it just as convenient as charging your regular phone. Okay, now one of the downsides to this little method of charging is that, of course, it means you need to buy a spare battery, and these things aren't terribly cheap. But since this is so inexpensive, I guess it kind of helps compared to, say, buying a portable charging unit itself. The batteries I found for my Galaxy Nexus, for example, are anywhere from 30 to 60 bucks, depending on where you get it and what brand they are. For the more brand name ones like Samsung's own, they're closer to 60 bucks. For the no-name brands, they're closer to 30. Difference between the two is one will probably last longer, one will probably conk out a little earlier. But buying either of the batteries will work in this charger, and you can kind of just go from there and decide whether the extra 30 bucks is worth it. So all in all, though, with the price of this and this, you're looking at a kind of a hefty amount for extra battery life. But if you're like me and you're really sick of your phone dying, it might be worth it. So in conclusion, with this spare battery charger, the pros are really that, I mean, it's one of the only reliable ways to not only extend your battery life, but completely double it. Because obviously you just swap out the battery, you get twice the battery life. So it's not terribly a bad idea. Of course, the downside is that you have to carry this thing around plus your spare battery. But I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, if you're one of those people that carry around a car charger or something like that as well, then, you know, it's replacing that. So at least it's not too bad. And it's roughly the size of most car chargers. Other than that, it is relatively cheap, which is nice. And if you want to purchase one, you can actually check out the link beneath this video, just to wirelessemporium.com, the guys that sent it to us, and they were kind enough to do that. So if you want to at least check it out there, by all means, please do.